ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest with us this Saturday morning, Maurice Carey. Round of applause for Maurice Carey.
What's up, everybody? How you everybody doing? How you doing, Mike? Thanks for having me.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. You know, I got Tasha, she gonna be coming in soon, but I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you waking up early in the morning and joining us on our show, man. I know how it is. It's early in the A and it's late. It's early in the A and it's early in the H. So I appreciate you, brother.
The earlier you get up, the earlier you can get to it. So it's all good. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, brother. You beat me to it. I'm like, he gonna be a little bit late.
Okay, look, hold on. You don't see that? Marine Corps trained.
See, you should have started off with that, boy. Y'all wake up before Jesus.
Yeah. We wake up at good Lord in the morning. When you wake up and be like, good Lord.
Y'all wake up and straighten up beds and everything.
You set up your bed, and you throw on your little shorts, and you get to running.
You get to running, man. Mm-hmm. But I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. So, man, just tell us where your acting, where your career started off from. Like, just go to like the origin story, not since the date. No, don't go that far.
You don't want my Thanos story. You don't want my Thanos origin story.
Mama one day met daddy. Right. No, we don't need to go that far.
I got you. So I've always been an entertainer, like always, my entire life. I was a rapper. I was a singer. I did a little acting in high school, but I never paid it any attention. Never thought I was gonna go that route. Mm-hmm. Tried it a little bit in like 2006 in San Diego, but that was like background stuff. So fast forward to like it was maybe late 2017, early 2018. A close friend of mine that I worked with in Kuwait as a contractor is Dexter Emery. He was telling me about a very small role he had in the Bourne Supremacy. It was either Bourne Supremacy, I think. And he was showing me pictures and all this other stuff, and it just fascinated me. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, hey man, can you show me how to like do that? He was like, oh, I don't really do it anymore. But I just know a few people. I do a few small things. And I mean, that's where it started. I started doing just little indie, low budget, no budget, guy with a handheld little camcorder type stuff. And I just started to progress from there. Oh, I need headshots. Oh, I need to get a resume. Oh, I need a reel. Oh, I need to start getting classes. Classes honestly being the first thing. And as that progressed, as I started to progress, I need to start reading books. And personally, I felt like I was behind because they say to master anything, I think, 40,000 hours to become a master of anything. So I always felt like I was behind. So I literally, for anywhere from 3 to 8 hours a day, I'd at least be listening to an audiobook. The same way people listen to music all day, right. I got to act an audiobook, just rolling, taking it in, taking notes all day, all cleaning, whatever. And so, and that just kind of, I feel like that pushed me faster, further. And in 2019, I got my first role on network television, my first role, first line. It was real simple. MacGyver. It was on MacGyver, season 3, episode 17. I played bad guy. And my literally, here are my lines. Clear for a minute. Done. That was it. But for me, it was the most amazing thing to walk in. And so when I walk on set, they kind of chumped me off at first. They were like, sorry, the background was over there in the back. I was like, nah, I got lines. I say words. And look, the way I laugh about this with anybody who's been through that, the way they switch up real quick. Oh, let me show you. Have you eaten breakfast? You want some coffee? Let me show you to the trailer. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I belong here.
Words. And it's just been growing ever since that. That's sort of the beginning of everything, and everything has gotten bigger and better. You can actually see on the wall some of my triumphs back there.
I see you grinding.
Yeah, actually, one of my goals over there, Mr. Smith himself.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Mr.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Smith. Oh, okay.
Mr. Smith. You see him back? Hold up.
This.
Now you see it. Yeah. Okay. So, and there's a reason that's back there. There's a reason because if I'm working by myself and I need to be looking at a human being that's roughly about my height, then I just put that up against the camera. Like if I'm doing a monologue and I need to talk to somebody, half the time I'm talking to Will Smith. So.
Wow, that's a good little. I never heard that.
Nope. And I typically think of things that people don't think of. That's kind of part of the reason why I've gotten to where I go. I'm like, why am I making certain things so much more difficult? Why don't I just, if I need to be talking to a person and I don't have anybody here, just get a person or a picture of a person or something and just put them right there.
Nice. I'm gonna put her into Shay. She's gonna
come on, Shay. We've been waiting on you.
Yeah, there she goes.
Hello.
Oh, Shay got a hair in. Look at her.
Yeah.
Talking. She
Well,
came
my
in
second guest to Shay.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Carey. How are you?
I'm spectacular. I'm sipping coffee because I got to turn up, wake up in the morning.
Yes,
protein coffee, you know.
I need me some of that coffee.
Yes, yeah. Come on, I got it. I'll give you my recipe.
He has a picture, or I don't know, from over here, bro. That look like a whole statue.
It's just a 6'1" cardboard cutout of Will Smith. And I actually bought this. I actually bought that. Bought that pre-slap. Real talk. I bought it pre-slap, and now I feel like I should have waited because I probably could have got it half off. But
oh man,
no, I probably could have got it half off. It's cool.
But it's really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike, who would you have a statue of, like a paper cardboard?
Himself. Look at him. He like me. Himself.
Meg the Stallion.
But no, you can't talk to Meg the Stallion. No.
I had to look the wife in the other room.
Is the door closed?
Yeah, it's closed. We good. Hey, you asked.
Right.
I did. I set myself up for that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, hold on. No. Who would you have, Shay?
Yeah.
I probably would like to have
lie to me good.
Y'all trying to get me in trouble.
Tell a good lie. If you don't lie, tell a good one.
One person I would have two people. I am from Houston and I do love me some Beyonce, so I wouldn't mind having her because she will definitely pull out the fierce sometimes whenever we just, her and Cardi B. I need her. I need both.
Really?
Her and Cardi B.
All right, hey, man.
My
person slapped the hell out of somebody, so I can't say that.
Oh yeah.
I can. What I'm gonna say?
What you gonna say? Yeah, you better come on with it. You gotta come on with that energy, brother.
Right.
But why did we pick Meg the Stallion? That's what
I don't know. Why you pick Cardi B?
Well, because Cardi, she is fun. She brings out that authenticity that sometimes we have to put on we have to be different people sometimes, and sometimes she just remind me to just be yourself, and that's the best way to go. I mean, that's kind of pretty much what she's done. She's pretty much stayed true to herself her whole career. That's what I've seen.
See,
it's never been a point where I've seen her be somebody else. Like, she's always her.
Been her.
Yeah.
See, I didn't get into all of that. Get into all of that technical there. I just went straight. Meg Thee Stallion. Moving on.
You basically said booty.
Sim.
Booty.
That first thing popped in my mind.
Right. So let me ask you this. Did you watch She-Hulk on Disney Plus? I know you watched it.
I watched that part.
I figured you did. I knew if you ain't watched nothing else, you watched.
I watched
She-Hulk
that part. Okay.
And Meg Thee Stallion twerking.
I love Meg. Meg is cool.
That's that superhero twerk.
I mean, she got a few videos on that Instagram that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Meg. You be like, what? How did she do that? Like,
I take your word for it.
I'll take your word for it. All right.
I can't abide by it no more. You know, I'm a full-time single father, man. I got a little girl. I be like, man, I be thinking like, what her dad is? You know what I'm saying? How her daddy feel about it when her, you know, when they be on the stage, I'm like, damn, you just said my daddy. Just come on. I don't care. I do not care. You know, and I find Cardi just funny because of the stories she tells and the things that she says, you know, and then the things that she tells, you know, women and young girls, and then she turn around and go home to her husband. Same thing with Beyonce. She go home to her husband. I'm like, you just said that you don't need nobody, and then you over there cooking. And what she said, I don't cook, I don't clean. And right there on Instagram, she over there, you want some cheese on these grits?
Yeah.
It's some shit you just don't put on the gram. Like that is destroying your brand. Don't do that.
They out, that brother. It's all cap. But
I mean, the same thing. We do the same thing with the rappers. They be out hard, and then they do an interview.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No.
They talk about
these new ones. Absolutely. Like back in the day, like back in 90s, maybe even the early 2000s, they was about their life. But all of them now, I was just talking to my daughter because she doesn't listen to the new age rap. She listens to the stuff that I listen to. And I was just telling her most of them are in some form a Lil Wayne clone. A Lil Wayne clone. Like, think about it. Wasn't nobody doing dreads hard like that to Wayne. Wasn't nobody doing tattoos on the face till Wayne. Wasn't nobody doing the auto-tune. Well, Wayne got it from y'all, you know who, T-Pain.
Right.
And then Wayne put it in the rap, but not auto-tune everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne is like the blueprint for 90% of these rappers now.
Yes.
Yeah.
90%.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I love Lil Wayne is my favorite rapper. Let's just say. Oh, my favorite. Absolute. Hands down, he never missed.
Okay. Wayne is dope. Wayne's spot. So Mike, let me ask you, do we got time? Can I ask you?
Oh no, we got time, brother. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Top three rappers right now. Off top of the dome. I know you from Houston, so I feel like I know who you're gonna say at least one.
Oh yeah, for sure. Top three for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start it at 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with Young Dolph as number 3. That was I love Young Dolph. I listen to him till this day. R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
My second, I will have to say Tupac.
Okay.
And number 1, Chad Butler, Pimp C is number 1 for me.
Hey, I was just listening to I want you back. His verse, it kicked like Andre set the tone.
Yeah.
Then when Pimp C so choosy lover never without a road.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like he was riding that. He wrote the hell out of that beat.
If you look back at all of the videos that they did, like they did an interview with him back in like the late 80s and early 90s, bro, he wrote, produced, did all of that by himself. It was just him and Bun in Port Arthur, Texas. Port Arthur, Texas is the country. You understand? So you have to respect someone to come from that. And then they was independent. Well, nobody really listening to them. They had to make the record companies, the labels go to them. And then Bun told a story about Jay-Z called, and he wasn't like excited. He's like, what do you want?
I actually ran into Bun. I ran into Bun down in Atlanta a few months ago. I mean, he didn't know who I was, but I was handing out flyers to a play that we were doing at the time. Right. And I was passing him in on the street, like we were leaving the restaurant, and he was leaving, and I was going in, and I said, I looked at one of my producer friends. I said, "Hey, bro, that's Bun B." I said, he said, "What?" I said, "It's Bun B." It's Bun B. So I was like, "Mr. Bun, excuse me, Mr. Bun." Excuse me, Mr. B.
It says a lot about artists like that just stay with their craft for so long and selling CDs out of the trunk. I'm sorry, tapes CDs.
Back then, yeah.
Hey, bro, it's CD.
Yeah, I used to sell CDs that so they were doing it before I was doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So
Right.
now, okay, Shay, what's your top 3?
Okay, so I already told you Lil Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
I love me some Lil Wayne.
You started from 1 to 3.
I'm starting at 1.
Okay.
That's
all right.
My favorite.
All right.
Like if I had to, recite someone's songs for my life, I would definitely pick him because I know. Okay. I mean, I've been down since the block was hot.
The block was hot.
Yes. I really like Lil Wayne. And I guess
I like how you called him little though. You said
because that's when I graduated in 2004. So that was like my high school years. That's when he was coming out, and
what I'm saying is you said, he said Lil Wayne, but he said it's Lil Wayne, but Hollywood call me Little Wayne.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you say
Little Wayne.
Wayne. Yes, right.
Lil Wayne.
And I also like Jay-Z. I liked a lot of his songs. Coming up, I was kind of familiar with his songs. But also I like Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I can't go out without saying something about Tupac. Like
his name is still in folks' mouth. I mean, thanks to you said that. Close your ears. Thanks to you know who. He's still in folks' mouth.
Is she gonna keep it?
She gonna keep that man memory alive.
Hey, brother, she gonna come into your screen and she gonna go, yes, and that was this one story.
Yeah, right.
And
like,
I was there.
Nobody even talking about you. Look, Tupac is in Cuba right now. Like, shut up.
And I was with him when he wrote Dear Mama.
Right. He was talking about me. I'm Tupac's mama too, right?
I'm Tupac's mama. Jada Pinkett revealed that she was there with him when he wrote it.
Right, like, damn, Jada, chill out. I used to love Jada.
She was like, I was supposed to be in Poetic Justice, but
right. Oh, Janet, Janet.
But Janet.
Them Jacksons.
Michael blocked me. Like, come on.
Really? Oh man. Now you started off with the show. By the way, he's in the Marines. So Tashay, he was up early.
Yeah.
Now the Marines go.
You was up at 0500.
No.
Hey,
I was not. No. I'm not currently in the Marines. I've actually been out since 2005. So when you were graduated, what was it, high school or college?
High school.
High school. When you were graduating high school, I was at war. So when you say 2004, I was literally in Iraq while you were graduating. I was literally doing this stuff while you were graduating. You're welcome.
We thank you for your service. We thank you for your service.
Because I graduated in 2003, and boy, I remember that like it was yesterday with everything that went down since September 11th.
Yeah.
And that war, my uncle, he served in Vietnam, and he said that this war is gonna last for 10 years. Like,
and he wasn't wrong, and it needlessly lasted for that long. Just because people want to, they wanted to hold up the carry on that fallacy. I don't want to get all political, but but 2001 it was crazy because I actually joined the Marines 2 months before 9/11, but I was in the delayed entry program, the DEP program. So basically, I signed the contract, but they didn't have a bus for me to hop on to go yet. The bus didn't leave until October. I officially started the Marines October 15th, 2001. But before that, a couple months before that, 9/11 happened, and then I signed the contract before that. So it was crazy. When I tell people, I joined in 2001. It was like, oh yeah, a lot of people joined after 9/11. I was like, no, partner, I joined before 9/11. Like I was ready to go, and then while I was sitting there waiting, I got nervous because my mother called me because she knew I was going. She was like, turn on the TV. And I was like, what's going on? And I started watching. I was like, first thing I did was I called my recruiter. I was like, yo, does this mean I'm going straight to war? He's like, nah, you don't got nothing to worry about. We got to train you first. You probably got at least a good year or so before you even got to think about that. I was like, that's not enough time. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
No.
I'm not ready. So I did end up going though in 2004. So I joined in 2001, but I went straight to Japan. I did a year in Japan. I did my training. I did a year in Japan, and in 2004 is when I went. A lot of bombs, a lot of bullets, a lot of bodies. Yep.
Wow, man.
Yeah,
And
that's amazing.
We appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you because I remember that time and I wanted to join. And after I saw that, my mother just wouldn't take it.
She would, yeah.
Yeah, she wouldn't take it. So.
Yeah, in 2004, I had signed up to go to the Navy. Like I had did all the testing and pretty much everything except for, I had just had a kid. And the baby was really young. And when it came to talk to me about signing over the rights to the child, to my mom, I didn't quite they didn't explain it that well. And so I was like, no. And then, later on, I looked back, I was like, oh, okay, now I understand what they were saying. And I probably would have made a different decision. But at the time, as soon as they said sign over your rights to I was like, okay.
You didn't,
Yeah,
I know. Because it does sound bad, but I do understand, when you break it down, it's like, okay, it's just so they can protect her while you're gone. But you did the right thing. You always stay with your kids as much as you can, man. You did the right thing. Like I said, my daughter's right upstairs. She's been with me for 13, just she and I for 13 years now. She's 14 now, so 13 years, just us. So
okay, I have a 14-year-old too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a boy. I have 4 actually. I have an 18-year-old, a 14.
Yeah, I figured about 18, 19 doing the math. Yeah.
And then I have 2 girls. They're twins, and they'll be 9 this month.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. I got a 12-year-old boy. So if y'all want him.
Right. No. I'm good. I got my son too. He's 15. I got my son who's 15. He lives with his mom. So I used to be a rapper. So and I fell face first into some of those stereotypes. So I do have 2 kids, 2 baby mamas. I got that. And they both from San Diego. One from LA, they both from Cali. Back when I was rapping, because I had that rapper swag. So that happened. So I've been to jail a couple times. So I hit a few, and then I was a rapper from Atlanta, 2 baby mamas, been to jail. I had all the marks. I should have been.
You
good. All you need is one face tattoo, and you in there.
That's it.
No, back then we weren't even doing face tattoos. In 07, 08, wasn't nobody doing that.
And
a necklace, real thick one, like.
And you got shoot out in your resume overseas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
That's right too. I got bodies.
You got
bodies.
I got bodies.
You an OG in the game.
I'm already a rapper. Hey, somebody sign me today.
I got this new label. I'm gonna sign.
Okay, come on, let's go. My problem is I actually say words when I rap. I don't humma. I actually use words and phrases, and I have a point when I say stuff. I don't know if that's.
Well, we gotta hear some of this music. I know you can spit something for us real quick.
Well, go ahead.
I'm not spitting nothing. I'll send you right to Amazon. I'll send you to SoundCloud with some of my stuff. I do got stuff on SoundCloud. So I'll send you to SoundCloud.
Okay.
I don't think they got SoundCloud no more, bro.
No, SoundCloud is on them.
Yeah, SoundCloud is still, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, if you pull up my name on SoundCloud, you can hear some of my stuff from back in the day.
Okay.
Gotcha. That's what's up, man. We're going to plug that in at the end of the show.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
You already put it out there. So, hey, we got to plug it in at the end of the show. So that's your special gift. That's one of your special gifts. But I got to ask you, because you said you a gamer. Mm-hmm. Bro, how excited are you for the new Grand Theft Auto? I got to ask a gamer to a gamer.
So let me tell you. Okay,
Go ahead, bro.
So I haven't played Grand Theft Auto hard like that since 3. I haven't played, but I know, I'm about to, because it's been out for so long. 5 has been out for so long, and so many iterations of it that I feel like I'm tripping. I'm missing out. because there's been so many GTA clones that I was kind of burnt out on that format. Like there was golly, what was the one with he was the president and the aliens? Saints Row.
Saints Row, yeah.
Saints Row. There was Red Dead Redemption. They all kind of had that mission format. So I was burnt out. I was like, oh God. So but for the new Grand Theft Auto, I will say I'm actually a little bit worried about a lot of the new games that are coming out. Not a lot of the new anything that comes out, because there's been a lot of political messaging put into our entertainment. You know, there's been a lot of like personal feelings and like, we want you to think this way put into our entertainment. The most recent Saints Row, it flopped. It flopped because they were like, wait a minute, this game is about activism and climate change, like and clearing out personal debt. Like, nobody cares about that. We want to shoot some aliens.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So I mean, So actually, I was just upstairs replaying Fallout 4 because the show is coming out on Amazon. Fallout is coming out on Amazon.
Oh, nice.
And I want to be on that show so bad. Like, I'm gonna hit my agents up and I'm like, yo, find me a way to at least audition for this, because there are certain shows, there are certain things that I'll see on television and I'm like, I feel like I would be perfect, but it's like, it's not even I feel, it's like I know. Especially with my background, it's like, yo, just get me a shot, just get me in there.
Yeah.
Let me do it real quick. Fallout is one of them, especially because you would literally have somebody who's a real gamer, who has real military experience for like the Brotherhood of Steel and all that other stuff. I know I'm nerd right now, so but y'all get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I've been a nerd, man, all my life. Look, you see what's on my wall? Can y'all see that? Yeah.
Me too.
You see, that's my boy down there at the bottom. That's my dog right here. That's my dog.
Bro, I walk past this Xbox and PlayStation every day. Oh, I see that.
Look, I got my PS4 right here. I got my OG Xbox right there, the original Xbox, but it's modded. So I literally have every Super Nintendo, Nintendo, Sega Master System, Atari game downloaded to my Xbox down here. I got a PS5. I got a Switch. But come on, I got a Wii, Wii U. Come on, I got it all. I'm a gamer. I don't care.
Yeah,
okay, so the Wii was my favorite.
That was your favorite?
That was my favorite.
I got one on stairs, Sean. I'm telling you.
I hate that they got rid of the Wii. It was like,
well, they had to upgrade. They moved it over to the Switch, which the Switch is even doper.
Yeah.
My son, he has a Switch. Now, since we on the topic, me and my wife had this discussion the other day. Now, to Shay, so we need the woman's perspective here. Do you have a problem with a man playing video games?
I know.
Okay. All right.
I don't have a problem with a man playing video games at all.
Why?
As long as
why? Yeah, why?
As long as like when it's time to parent.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like I don't have to be like, hey, come on. I know you hear the baby back there crying. You're gonna have to pause. But you know, that makes some games where you can't even really pause it, or you know, you may die if you look over for a minute or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I have a gamer as a son. And trying to, you know, just install the fact that, hey, like, you have to be able to separate game and responsibilities.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And just long as it's done, you know, like, the best way, and it's not interfering with your life, your school, and your relationship, I'm fine with it.
Good to go.
Cool.
Can I go ahead?
Okay,
go ahead.
So what I found, because I'm very introspective and I love thinking and asking why, and I realized that women who have an issue with their man playing video games and they shame them for it, they seem to not think about what they do or realize what they do. Like everything, there's balance to most things. So it's almost like if I'm gaming for, let's say, an hour, and you're watching Real Housewives or Love and Hip Hop for an hour, we're both doing something for an hour. What difference does it make if mine is gaming? And in actuality, gaming is more beneficial than just sitting watching people on television. Hand-eye coordination, problem solving. You know what I'm saying? Like, patience. You can actually learn something from gaming.
Yes,
you know, but you want to sit and watch Scrappy and his girlfriend argue for an hour. What did you learn? What did you learn?
Well, you learned some skills about how to handle,
how to argue,
how to argue, how to throw a drink,
how to do this with your hand, and how to.
I can't do my girls like that. But listen, this is the thing, right? And I guess it may have something to do with their preference as far as like what, like people don't actually think of gaming as being like I don't want to say like a pastime or like this, like the same equal as watching a show or the same equal as maybe, you know, going to go practice on your guitar for an hour or whatever, right? Now I look at it because I like playing video games, but just not to that extent. I really, when it came to like the more advanced games, I kind of got lost in the sauce, and I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
But I like to watch. I like to learn. I like to play like the zombies. What is it?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about. We talked about it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. This is The Last of Us, Resident Evil, and all that.
No, it's not neither one of those. It's Call of Duty, the zombies.
Oh yeah. That is actually fun. That's fun when you go in and
to play that.
Closing up the windows. That's fun. Yeah, that's fun.
The game where you hunting and you killing the deer and the buffalo and the stuff that's flying.
You talking about Deer Hunter?
I love that game.
Really?
I love that game.
All right.
I do. I like shooting. I don't know. I like shooting on the video game. But you can actually use the gun to shoot. Like, so I guess
so relaxing.
You like killing woodland creatures? Okay.
Okay, ain't no problem with that.
Okay. But you know, I played a Nintendo as a kid, and I love Nintendo. I guess what I'm saying is that I never felt like I've played the video game, so I never had a bad feeling about it. As long as it's not interfering with life, things that's going on, I'm perfectly fine with it.
And my simple answer for that is: would you rather a man to play video games or play with you?
I would jump in and say, "Oh, play with your heart."
Play with you. It's either one. It's either one or two. Because if he's sitting in here and he's playing video games, he's not out there playing with you.
Mr. Mike.
I gotta keep a spade a spade now. That
you ain't wrong,
two different ways, Mr. Mike.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you got to clarify that because do you want him to play the game?
You could be using them same hands to get that same woman a massage.
Right. So I think what he means is play with your heart. Do you want him to play with his game or play with your heart?
Gotta be specific.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
right.
Because someone told me, and I'm not gonna mention her name, but I love her dearly. She said that she doesn't envision a man to be at home inside the house playing a video game on his free time. He should be outside doing something in the yard. And I'm like, that's not free time for a man. Like it's
called yard
work. It's exactly. We have to have times where we sit down and zone out because we keep so much in. You understand? And sometimes in the back of our head, man, I can't wait to get back home and play on that game. Or I can't wait to just go home and just unwind and just relax and just chill out. So when a man is playing video games, for me, it shows that he's in his peaceful state.
Right.
You know, there's nothing. He's not taking away any kind of attention from you. He's not loving you less. He's at his peaceful state. He's recharging so that he can get back to working and then providing and then his responsibilities. Because we deal with a lot that we do not express, and I do would like all my men to express their feelings, and because we keep the stuff bottled in because we gotta keep our strong, the ideal of us. We got to keep that up sometimes. With really, we just want to just relax and just be at peace.
And men deserve that. Men deserve that. They deserve, sometimes to just not have to do nothing and just do something that they enjoy, whether it's shooting pool or, playing on a video game or just relaxing with some homeboys watching the game or something, whatever. Like, I feel like it's nothing wrong with that at all.
Now, Tashay, let me just say this though. I'm still waiting on the day. This has not happened to me, but I'm still waiting on the day. I'm gonna tell y'all a dream of mine. One day, because I actually got my TV right here. One day I'm sitting back here doing like this, just doing my thing. I'm in the middle of about to get this level up.
Yeah.
And then this fine woman just walked in. Shirt, t-shirt, panties, and say, make a choice. Say that.
that control.
I'm waiting on it. It still ain't happened. I'm waiting on it. Make a decision. I've chosen. I've chosen. It'll always be you. That's how you do that. Just if you really want him to stop, just put that thing in his face. See what he wants to do.
Yeah, see what he. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with that. And we just gonna have to be a little creative, huh?
Yeah,
we're gonna have to be a little creative. When we want some attention, we're gonna have to be a little creative.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm with it. Come holler at. Look, I'm telling you. I put it out there in the world that has never happened. Where usually in my past relationships, if I'm gaming, she complaining. When I'm like, I promise you, if you just put your booty in the screen, I promise you ain't got to say nothing there. I promise you ain't got to say nothing there. Just put your booty.
You ain't got to say nothing else.
Put your booty on the screen while we're happy.
She gonna walk in and she gonna have 2 painted controllers on.
Right. Look, yeah, look, I like that. Paint 2 controllers on your cheeks. Which ones you want to play? I need you to grab my controller.
Absolutely.
Oh,
there you go. You done got the cheat code from.
Now, when this happens, you got to hit me up on Instagram and say, "Hey,
please believe it. If that ever happens, somebody, if I ever get into another relationship, and I'm over here doing my thing, I'm zoned out, and I'm gonna walk in with a PS5 controller, paint it on her ass, and put it in my face, I'm calling you immediately. She gonna be mad. Who you calling?
Tashay, what?
Another woman.
She be like, hold on,
wait a minute.
Now, bad. Okay. Back to acting.
Right. Look, we all over the place, but it's fun.
It's fun. Back to acting. Man, you shared the scene with Viola Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us how that went, brother.
The queen, the GOAT, just oh my God. It was such a learning experience working with her. You know, she's an ego. She's got it all. And the thing is, she's humble and she's wise and she's just so talented. You know, and when I first saw her, I was sitting in my trailer. I was actually sitting on the stairs of my trailer, and I was on the phone with my mother. Mm-hmm. And my mom, my mom was like, she's like, "Have you seen it yet?" I was like, "No, Mom, I ain't seen it yet." So then they're walking. Her team are walking her out to off the set, mm-hmm. And I'm over here like, "Mama, there she goes. She took the trailer. And my mom, this is my mama. She got that funny walk. I was, and then me look. Affirmative. She's got the funny walk. Yeah, and so they take her to set, and I get to set, and I'm in place because the scene that you saw, basically, I played Cassius. I played her personal trainer, the same guy who trained with Michelle Obama for 20 years. She had a personal trainer for 20 years, and I was playing a version of him.
Right.
And so I was in the scene, I was in place. I had my mitts on and everything. And when she walks up, it was I was surprised at how calm I was. Like, you know, obviously I couldn't just burst out, but even internally, I was like, oh, I'm cool. I'm good. Like that's Annalise Keaton right there. Like, what is, you know? And when they started explaining the scene to her and the motions and the movements, and because we didn't really have rehearsal time because it was very physical. I could see, you know, a little bit of uncertainty in her. And it was in that moment I really understood that she's a human being. You know, she's I get that we see her up here, but to herself, she's like, I'm just a person. You know, I'm just a person. I have a talent, but I'm just a person. And so right there, I say, hey, Miss V, I said, I got you. All right, we're gonna work this out. Me and you, we here together. And in a sense, I felt like I was kind of, you know, letting her know everything was cool, and, you know, kind of quelling that nervousness that it seemed like she had. And right then, like I knew, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be okay, you know, because it's not about her being a mega star. It's about, that's just a person, man. That's just a human being. And after it came out, I saw the scene. I was like, oh, she didn't just run all over me in the scene. And I mean, we did a lot of other stuff that actually got cut, but it looked great. And that was the moment that I realized, you know, she had really given me the confidence, unknowingly given me the confidence to really excel at what I do, and to believe that, yeah, I belong here. Like I should be on scene with these mega stars. I actually finished the film with Luke Hemsworth and Morgan Freeman. And yeah. So, and Morgan, just quick story about Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman, like he OG. Like the characters he plays are very dignified, and he's a like, he commands respect, but he still got some OG in it. Because I'm gonna tell you exactly how our first interaction with Morgan Freeman goes. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Freeman. Whoa, son. First of all, it's Morgan Freeman. Yes, sir, Mr. Freeman. Yes, sir. I apologize. Yeah, gonna get that straight right now, son. I was like, yes, sir. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Morgan Freeman. So I respected it. I was like, yeah, all right. That's how I'm gonna refer to him. So if you ever get an opportunity to meet Mr. Morgan Freeman, it's Morgan Freeman. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know, I looked at Morgan Freeman, and we all looked at Morgan Freeman like he's just
the voice of God.
The voice. I was just about to say that. But when he did, which was so ingenious, and shout out to everybody on that side, Metro Boom and 21 Savage. What was it called, man? He did the voices, like he did the skits on that album. Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, he did the skits on the 21 Savage's album, man. And I Morgan, just like how you said what he said, F in Morgan Freeman, bro. He was dropping F bombs and a rat is a effing rat.
Yeah, no, Morgan Freeman is he's a respected OG. Like y'all think. Like he plays those characters and those very dignified and important characters.
Right.
In real life, he a G.
He is.
He real. Just like Viola Davis. She real. Like literally, after the scene, we boxing, and I'm like, all right. I'm like, hey, Miss B, you good? You good? She's like, yeah, but she said, you like brown liquor? I said, yeah, Miss B, I like brown liquor. So let's go get a shot. I said, yeah, let's go get a shot. Let's get stuff. Miss V, she was dope. Yeah.
And the album is called Savage Mode too. That was he did the whole album from beginning to the end. He was just narrating the album. I'm like,
that's dope, man.
That was dope.
I wish I had that voice. That you know, Andy Dufresne. That voice he got, boy. I wish I had that.
I know he got to have some insurance on that voice or something.
You know what? I think so. I think so. Yeah.
I mean, why would he not? Like that voice, we hear it on a lot of stuff, and we just know it's him, and we just feel like that's Mr. Freeman.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start working on my Morgan Freeman voice, so I can start doing voiceovers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come on now.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He stayed in the game for so long until everybody knew who he was, and I respect that. Anybody that's working on their craft, man, you know, it's just not a time limit, bro. You just got to keep at it. You just got to keep going.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, and being a parent, right? I can tell you. Have you ever caught your child doing something just annoying, just got on your last doggone nerves? My son did something. Let me share this with you. So my son almost took me out the game last week. He almost took me out the game. He put water on my boots, and I was outside working in the yard, and I didn't have the right boots on because my son put water all in my boots, and I put on some other shoes and made me slip in some mud, and I twisted my ankle. I almost broke my ankle, and all he could say was, "Daddy, are you okay?"
Does it look like?
That's why he's up for sale.
What it look like to you? You see my neck over here, my back over there. I'm okay.
I just had one of those moments. I just sat in the mud like, God, something that you want to tell me.
What did I do?
Lord, is it something you want to tell me?
I just wanted to remind.
And my twins is, with them both being girls, it's like they team up on you. Like, you know, just think about if that one son had like a one just like him that came right behind you, was like, well, Dad, he didn't mean to do it. You know, like they work as a team, and it's so hard to like just really deal with one. You have to really deal with them as a pair.
Right.
And they be getting me for everything. I mean, they sit and they plot.
Gotcha. Kids.
Right.
Work together. They be getting me for everything.
Right.
So for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. My daughter, years ago, until she kind of learned me, she knows her daddy doesn't like. I don't like repeating myself. It annoys me.
Right.
And so, like, as of like now, you know, she's 14. She really doesn't, because she's so much like me. Her humor. She has my humor, that dark humor, that dry, that sarcastic humor. My daughter is hilarious. And so she really doesn't have anything that annoys me so much. Yeah, just because it's just like another me. Yeah.
Right.
She's so silly. And I kind of attribute to that because her mom is not in the picture at all. She hasn't been in the picture for 13 years. And so it's almost like I said, there's been nobody else to show her like anything else. So it's like everything has come from me. So it's almost like if she annoys me, I guess I'm just an annoying person. this is
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If she's annoying to me, then I'm annoying to me. I don't like me. So yeah. So no, my daughter's dope. I do get on her though because she's always been in gifted classes and because I started teaching her to read when she was 2. I just started doing everything early because I figured in the same breath that kids sit and watch cartoons that hold no value, she could be watching something that does hold value, or she could be learning something that does. So in the same 30 minutes, you can have something with value, or you can have something without value. So it paid off because she's always been in advanced classes, and so the only thing that does get me is right now she's in advanced placement classes now in high school, but I'm used to seeing like A's, and now I'm seeing like A, B, and I'm like, whoa, hey,
yeah.
With these B's, mind you, I was a straight CD student. I was a compact disc student. So, but I'll be like, and I tell my daughter straight up, I'm like, yo, you were 10 times the student that I was, but what's up with all these B's? And I know in her head she's like, Daddy, shut the fuck up. You know you ain't never been no damn AB student. Shut up. I know she be thinking it. She know better than to say it, but I know she be thinking, shut up, Dad. Shut up. And when the last time you was in advanced placement? Dad. Dumbass. Dad. Dumbass. I'm waiting on it.
You know you're dealing with yourself.
Huh?
You're dealing with yourself over there.
Yeah, because look, now that you have a good point. If I'm dealing with me, that's exactly what I would say.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
In her head.
I'm
not saying it out loud, but you see it on her face.
Oh boy, I know what goes on in my son's head. I'm like, boy, I know, because sometimes you double back like, what you say? What?
Look, what you was thinking? What you was thinking? Tell me what you was thinking right now. Say it. Say it.
Tell me what you thinking.
You thinking too hard. You thinking too loud. You thinking too loud. I can hear it. Running my light bill up.
But you know what? The father, man. Hey, I salute you, brother. I salute you. It's a hard job, and including you Tashay mothers. Just salute all the parents out there still doing it at this day and age. Our kids, man, we work hard. And
we have to work harder in this day and age.
Oh yeah, we do. We work hard.
It saddens me, bro. It saddens me. I tell my daughter all the time. It hurts me the time that she lives in, where kids don't go outside and play no more. They don't socialize it. But because I'm a thinker, I realize a lot of the issues that these kids have, these anxiety and these social anxieties, is because they didn't learn those skills by going outside and playing with each other and seeing. So a lot of these kids, they don't know what to do with people, but they know how to. They know how to scroll and get on TikTok and do that stuff, and it's poisonous because it's artificial. Social media is not real socializing. It's artificial. It will make you sick, and it is obvious. And it's sad to me that these kids, they become physically weaker because they don't play, they don't work out, they don't exercise. They become emotionally weaker because they haven't dealt with people in real life. So it saddens me the time that they live in.
Yeah, I mean they don't socialize. Like we went outside and we socialized with different people from different walks of life, because we didn't have the amenities that they have now. And it was like, if you wanted to be entertained, you had to either entertain yourself or go do something entertaining or find somebody else to entertain you.
Make a friend.
Right. And they don't know how to socialize because they're not socializing. Yeah. Like they don't know how to hold a conversation with people. It's uncomfortable for them. That's the thing. They be uncomfortable in these situations. They don't know what to do or how to do it. And the only way for them to get past it is to be uncomfortable. That uncomfortableness is what's going to help them grow. So I try to put my kids in uncomfortable situations all the time. Just to get them out of their comfort zone so that they can start getting comfortable with socializing with people.
It's the same idea. It's the same idea as lifting weights. Lifting weights and exercising is uncomfortable. It hurts when you first start doing it. But guess what happens? The benefits kick in. Your muscles start growing. You get stronger. You know what I'm saying? Many of the things in life that are uncomfortable are actually, we need stress. Stress builds your muscle. You need stress so you know how to overcome stress.
That's right.
These people don't know how to do nothing with no stress.
And it's good for your mental. My son, he's the only child. Now he got me on this. One thing about him, he doesn't have any fear. He doesn't have anything scared to hold him back. You play video games, God of War, Christopher Judge.
Kratos.
Brother. He was here in Houston. We did Comic-Con, Comic-Palooza, all of us, James, Chris, and Tashay, and myself. So we brought my son. He was the last celebrity, the last panel person, because he was that guy, right? And my son looked at me and was like, "Daddy, you want to go up there and go talk to him?" Because he know how I am with God of War, right? So I say, no. I said, nah, I ain't gonna go. I'm over here taking pictures and I'm soaking it all in. And my son is like, I'm gonna go. Bro, he stood in line and he just sat there. Everybody was talking and he just went up and he had a conversation. I was like, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Look, that's commendable. I respect that, man. I believe it because in all honesty, if you look at it, what could possibly ultimately the question you have to ask yourself when you want to do something is, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
Or they say no. Okay, say no. You know, but in that particular situation, I'm not gonna die. You know, they ain't gonna cuss me out in front of all these people. They oh yeah, let me just go on up there.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I commend it. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. One last thing. What hidden gems, which we done gave out so many, any advice which you want to could you share with anyone that's in the journey? Because it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And what advice would you give?
So the first thing I would say is, well, there's two things that could be interchangeable. Is train. You know, if you want to become an actor, you have to train. Like, please don't think you just have a personality and you're funny and you're cute. You know, some people there are some people who are just an anomaly and who just have that natural talent to act. But start training. Another thing I would say is get a mentor, and that's actually one of the things that I do. Is I'm an actor's advocate, because I've done it long enough to know that actors who don't know, you know, people who want to become actors, they don't know any better, people will take advantage of them monetarily, emotionally. You know, they will take advantage of them. And because of my nature as a protector, you know, I was in security, I was in the Marine Corps, I was a firefighter, and an EMT. Protector. And my thing is, I don't abide, nor do I care for, nor do I like bullies.
That's right.
And I there's a pleasure that I find in fighting for people, you know, and making sure that if somebody's getting picked on or effed with, that it's like, cool, you can't fight for you, I get send them to me. I want them to come holler at me. And that part of it, a lot of that comes from, again, being a combat war veteran. And if anybody ever looks at my IMDb, one of my quotes, and I live by this, is in Iraq, I was shot at and bombed, and my enemy couldn't kill me. So what the fuck do you think your opinion can do to a man like me? What do you think your opinion is gonna do to me? Right. Nothing. I ain't scared. So get a mentor, and if anything, you know, a coach, a mentor, an advocate, just somebody who's going to look out for you, you know, and be fearless, you know. And I'm here, you know, no matter where you are in the world, you know, you can find me on Instagram, or you can, you know, whatever, hit me up, and if I can point you in the right direction, I will. So, you know, some of it will be free, some of it won't. So
that's right. Hey man, I appreciate it, man. And yes, a mentor is very, you know, a lot of people I heard, you gotta get you a team of people around you with the same ideas and views as you. And I'm like, I never understood what that means until I am going in my journey of acting and podcasting, and I get it. And you know, Tashay, Chris, and James, we all like-minded people. You know, we all came together, and this is not forced because we all uplift each other. I got commercials, Chris got commercials, James got this movie, Tashay got this modeling. Man, we happy for each other. This person gets signed, that person gets signed. Man, we celebrate, and we moving on to the next. So yes, absolutely, get you some like-minded people that share the same goal, ideas, and want the same drive, and we're gonna help uplift you as well. So Maurice, man, I really appreciate it, bro. Well, we really appreciate it. I thank you. You got up early for even brought